There's so many things I love about Imani Bridges, but especially when I go to Nigeria and I see how leaders have come together across tribes and denominations to answer the prayer of God. Though we've done that for many years, this last year has been special. We were able to bring 372 volunteers, mostly Nigerian, 18 from the United States, together in Badagry, Nigeria. Badagry is a special place. I like to call it God's playground, because that's where He gathers all of His people from around the world to both do good news and good works in a way that people can really see Christ in tangible ways. We saw Nigerian doctors helping those who were in need. We saw the blind receive their sight again. We saw people in vocational training who would have the opportunity to have real jobs or start their own businesses. Throughout the streets, I saw children full of hope and expectation. In the schools, we saw masses of children who were hungry for more. While we were there, I not only saw the lives of the people in Badagry changed, but I saw the lives of the team members change from America. It was a fantastic way to see God move in their lives as well. I could tell you more, but let me introduce you to some of the team members and let you hear from them.
I had my own skepticism before I left and came to Africa. But seeing it firsthand was something that I really needed to see in order to really get a grip of what was going on. And I had no idea what to expect, and nor was I prepared in any way.
What I've seen really exceeded my expectations. The folks here are so hungry for the gospel, the way that they are hungry for learning, the work ethic that they have, the joy in their heart that everybody seems to have in this country has just blown me away.
A love for the Lord among the Nigerian people. These are hardworking people. They're committed to the Lord. They're doing the hard work of building the school out in Badagry. They're doing the hard work of evangelism, of building churches, of doing the outreach, the medical outreaches. They're actually on the ground, and they're so committed.
We were rallying up the kids to come for a youth service. There was one little boy that not only accepted the invitation, but he decided to come along with us and help us. He began to translate for us to the other youth. I went to bed that night with him on my mind and praying to God that I would get to see him again. And so the next morning we just went to a school. When he saw me and when I saw him, you know, both of our faces just lit up. And I knew that God, you know, had answered my prayers.
And then as we began to walk that last mile towards the point of no return, could not imagine at all the pain and the tears and the blood and all that went through the past centuries that these slaves were taken. So for any African American who is dreading going back to the motherland or dreading making a trip like this, my one word is for them is to go.
After that long journey to the beach of the point of no return, one of my new friends just reached over and he hugged me really tight, and he said, well, think about it. Here we are standing on the shores of the same beach, united where we were once separated.
And I'll be able to look back and say I was able to take my father with me to West Africa to see some of the stuff that I'm engaged in. And he was able to feel the same things, breathe the same air, and eventually his heart beats for the same thing mine does.
But never before in my life have I seen people worship the way they worshiped here. The time and energy they spend praising God before they even got into the message was much further than what we've ever experienced in my own church experience in the United States.
My mind continually goes back to the woman at the eye clinic. Now here's someone who's been blind for 40 years. When I first saw her, she was lifeless. But after a simple 15-minute surgery, to see her come to life is something that I'll never forget. I have seen a miracle, and that's why I'm so excited about what Imani Bridges is doing in Nigeria. I've seen firsthand the work that is being done. I've seen people from different denominations, different backgrounds working together, united as one. And I believe that when we are united, we answer the prayer of Jesus in John 17, where he prays that we would be united as one, as he and the Father are one.